Now, do you see a pension deduction every end of the month on your payslip? Do you think your retirement benefits are safe, or do you think your pension that you ought to get after retirement is safe? Welcome to Finance for Focus with Andrew, where we engage in conversation that endeavor to enhance our financial literacy. And today, in this video, I want us to discuss about NSSF. And it's sad that I just want to notify you that your NSSF contribution is not safe. That is, the money you might be relying on for retirement are not safe. And my topic for today is that NSSF is a crime scene, and I want you to understand. I want you to understand how NSSF is a crime scene. Now, I'm sure you have heard a lot about the Auditor General Nancy Kadhogo revealing this. Now, last week he released a report about NSSF for the year ending June 30th, 2024. And some of the things that were featured in that report are a clear indication that NSSF is a crime scene. In her report, he reported that NSSF lost 16 billion. And we are not talking about directors' money. We are not talking about NSSF employees' money. We are talking about NSSF members' savings. 16 billion was lost in the year 2024. Now, how was the 16 billion lost? Let's get to dive in and see the different ways in which your member savings that was deducted from your salary and that money that you expect to be invested was lost. Number one, NSSF paid wrong taxes to KRA amounting to 904 million. As everyone out here in the Kenyan economy complaining of the high taxes, NSSF, with your savings, has the audacity to pay excess taxes of almost a billion, that is 904 million. And they did not make efforts to get a refund for that money or get interest for the time that the Kenya Revenue Authority was holding that money. That is how crazy your savings are. Number two, NSSF used your savings to buy land that was later revoked. That the title was later revoked because it was public land. Now, the land was valued at 115 million. So they spent 115 million to buy land. Then later the title is revoked because it is said that is a public land. Now, I don't expect NSSF decisions to be made by a tap of a finger. I don't expect decisions in such an organization to be made by individuals. How can an entire organization fail to do due diligence that is necessary in the process of purchasing land? That an entire organization buys land, then the title is later revoked. That is public land. So there is something that is terribly wrong there. Number three, NSSF invested in two companies whose value dropped by 17.6%, that made you lose 27 billion. So NSSF lost 27 billion of member savings by investing in companies whose value dropped by 17.6%. I expect investment decisions in NSSF to be made by experts, the best of the best that we have in this country. So I don't expect us to see such decision. Of course, I understand in investment there are some risk and loss is one of them. But this is an organization that have the capability to hire the best human capital, the best technology, to do research before making investment decision. I expect them to make highly informed decisions when it comes to investment. Number four, they invested in bank that is making losses. They invested a total amount of 38 million. Again, we expect them to make one of the best decisions in terms of investment because they have the ability to hire the best. Number 5, they lost about 272 million after selling premium government bonds. That is, the difference between the price they purchased the bonds at and the price they sold at, there was a loss of 272 million. I think there is a terrible decision, a terrible problem with those people that are making investment decision of your pension funds, because it is loss after loss after loss after loss. Now, the other point that was raised, it is use of 317 million to travel. I don't know whether they are traveling to collect your pension that is deducted from your salary, but they used a huge amount of money to travel. I don't know to where. Then, it is said that they have some idle assets in the central business district. They have 5 properties that are idle in the CBD that amounts to 4 billion. I expect them, after they have built these properties, I expect them to ensure better management, to ensure that at any given time these properties are being utilized to bring returns to the member savings. But it seems the management of the NSSF is not committed to that cause. Then she highlighted that NSSF has a plan to invest 117 billion in the construction of Nairobi Mau Summit Road. This has not been done, but it is projected that they will do this. My question is, how will the member savings come back to the fund after they have spent the 170 billion in construction of a road? Is constructing roads in the course of the core business of the NSSF? So that is how the pension that you are deducted every month is being used. And this is a clear indicator that your pension is not safe. Your pension is not safe with NSSF. If you totally rely on NSSF for retirement, it might be rough for us. But is there anything can be done? Is NSSF still compulsory, being given that we are in the era of financial literacy? I believe in the earlier years when NSSF was formed, it was okay to have you contributing money, then create a pool which is then invested, because many people those days did not have the know-how of investing. They did not have information of where they can invest. But today, I believe that we have the right information and we can have our own money, get to invest it, and we make our own money when we get old or at retirement age. So anytime you get that pension cut, don't really think that your money is safe, and let me know what do you think can be done about this. Thank you.